Okay, today I'm going to show you the level builder activity. If you go into Canvas, eventually under level builder, there will be these 4 documents. Okay, one of them will be the criteria, so pretty much just saying what you have to have, kind of the purpose. Okay, you have to have a start and a stop. You can use checkpoints. If you don't cross those, the level will fail. It's kind of a fun thing. Remember, you're trying to make a level for you to code, and then eventually we'll get partners and they will code it as well. Some of the concepts you could use are bowling, pushing a ball to a goal, picking a ball up, if you can figure out how to do that, mazes, dominoes, anything else kind of game-like. There can be multiple things in one. You'll need to at least create at least 2 and code them. The thing is, we're not just going to put random things. Okay. The very important thing is you have to code it to make sure it works. Because when we get into partners, if we don't code it and it doesn't work, it'll be very frustrating. Okay, so that's the criteria. The actual activity, which I will go over here in this video. We're going to open it up, get it all set up. There's some things depending on what you want it to do. Okay, so we'll set it up just normally, the motors and sensors, but you can always go back and change them. Okay, then in the game screen, which is in the green, that's how we'll build our level. Partner rules during the partner day, and then brain to robot. Okay, so this is how you set up different brains to different robots. GTT to the square bot, your buggy bot brain to the actual buggy bot, and then mammal bot to the mammal bot brain. Okay, so use these different files to set everything up you need. Okay, so going into our robot C program, once we have it open, we need to verify that our language is right. So under platform type, Vex 2.0, natural language. Okay, then we have to go into compiler target, select virtual world, under window, select RVW level builder. Okay, once we have that, we're going to click new file. For now, we don't need to set up the motors and sensors, okay, because we haven't built anything, so we don't necessarily know what robot we want. So we click download. You can save this as level builder, okay. I've got a couple, so I'm just going to override this one. Save. Yes. And the game screen opens up. So for now, we obviously want to build something. As we get things built, we can always just click play. But for now, just click build. In here is the level screen that we're going to build. Okay, nothing too sophisticated, but there's a lot of things we can do. Okay, so it automatically comes with a start. If you don't want that in that location, you can click and move it. Okay, you can rotate things. If you want that to be a smaller one, you can click delete, come and start, find the smaller one, and start. Whichever way this is facing, that's how the robot will start. Okay, so if I want it to start facing outward, I just rotate it. Okay. Next, there are things under cubes, cylinders, spheres, walls, line tracking. As mentioned before, there's start, stop, and checkpoints. Okay, remember checkpoints, you can click. If they don't cross it, then before they get to the stop, then they will fail the level. Okay, so make sure that, if you use them, it's clear to get to it and stuff like that. Okay, so just put maybe a checkpoint there and the stop there. If we go to walls, we have kind of an L-shaped wall. We've got a smaller wall and then a couple longer ones. Okay, you can rotate them. You can flip them, different ways. If we try to intersect with another object, okay, like that, it'll turn red and we'll go back to its original spot. That's saying that that can't touch it. So you can get, you can zoom in, oops, click and get really close and call it good. Okay, you can zoom back out. Say you want that. If you don't want something, you click on it, delete it. Click, oops, delete. Some spheres, okay, so you've got soccer balls, bowling balls, basketballs, pool balls, stuff like that. They're all different sizes. Some of them roll really well. Some of them are kind of harder to move. Just kind of be mindful of that if you put them in. Cylinders, okay, so things like the cups, they're movable. I think these things might not be the cones. If you place a cone, those are going to be obstacles. So if you run into it, then you will not pass the level. Okay, so those are kind of fun. Now, obviously, you want to place them in spots where they may hit them or whatever, but don't make it so difficult that it's going to be an impossible level. Then finally, cubes, same thing. Some of these are movable, some of them are not. These are big walls. These are just kind of boxes. These things like the blue, red, and then the brown, those are books. Those can kind of be the domino ones. They'll fall when you run into it, stuff like that. Okay, so when you have your level, now obviously this is not much of a level, but when you have it, you click play. Yes, I want to save. Save it as, level 5, level 1, whatever level you're on. I'm going to override that. Okay. Then this is where we get to choose our robot. Okay, so like I mentioned before, Squarebot goes to the regular brains. Buggy and MammalBot go to their brains accordingly. So say I want the MammalBot. Come in here, exit debugger, motors and sensors, get my MammalBot, come over here. Now, as it says, okay, nothing is reversed, so you have to unreverse port 2. So going back into our coding screen, make sure that's unreversed, apply, okay. Okay, so now we have the brains to the MammalBot and brains to with the MammalBot. Okay, so we have level 5. We can click start level. Otherwise, I've got a bunch of levels already made. Okay, so like the books is kind of a domino one. Okay, so then I'd code it to make it run into that. Books would fall, balls would go in the stop. This would have to go into there to finish the level. Okay, the actual robot has to finish in a stop to complete the level. Okay, so another one are checkpoints. Okay, start here. Again, if you hit a cone, it's a fail, so I have to hit each single checkpoint and then stop. Okay, a couple other ones I've made, like a maze. Okay, you push the ball into the cans and then find your way, push the ball in the goal, and then find your way to the stop. Bunch of different things that you can make. Okay, say you realize like something's not right, you choose whichever one you want, click build, and then fix it from there. And then click play, and then start it and play. Okay. The goal is, right, to finish the level to make sure that your partner can finish it as well. Okay, so remember, if we go back into here, criteria has to be some form of game or something. Okay, you have to have a start and stop. With checkpoints would be helpful. You don't have to, but if they don't pass them, they will fail. Okay, you need to build at least 2 levels and code them to make sure they work. Okay. If you have any questions, go into these different links and try it and let me know.